It was a stormy night. A young girl walked alone beneath her blue umbrella on a deserted, rain-soaked street. But then, footsteps echoed behind her from the dark alley. Someone, or something was following her through the rain. And when she finally turned around, what she saw was not human. The truth waiting in that darkness will make you think twice before looking into a mirror again. The girl held a blue umbrella, walking along a rain-soaked street. Raindrops tapped softly against the umbrella. Cold water slid down her arm. The wind blew hard, tossing her hair across her face. She brushed it away gently and kept walking. The street was empty, silent. Only the sound of her shoes echoed on the wet ground. She gripped the umbrella tighter, feeling the chill crawl slowly into her chest. The streetlights flickered through the rain, their glow trembling like ghosts on the puddles. She stopped suddenly. A sound had risen from a narrow alley beside her. It was the sound of footsteps. But they were not her own. She turned her head slowly. Her heart began to pound against her ribs, her eyes strained to see through the curtain of rain. The alley was dark, narrow, and filled with shadows that moved with every flicker of light. She stood still, listening. For a moment, there was nothing. Only the soft whisper of rain and the low hum of the wind. Then, again, the sound came. Footsteps. Slow, deliberate, too heavy to belong to a stray cat or the wind's play. Her throat tightened. She took one cautious step back, clutching the handle of her umbrella like it could protect her. The air smelled of damp concrete and rust. She glanced left and right. No one. No passing cars, no open windows. Just her, the rain, and that sound growing clearer. A figure began to emerge from the alley. At first, only a faint outline, tall, unmoving, like part of the darkness itself. The girl's breath caught in her throat. She wanted to run, but her legs refused to move. The rain seemed louder now, hammering the ground as if warning her. The figure took another step forward. Water dripped from its shoulders, glinting faintly under the streetlight. The girl stepped back, heart racing. Her umbrella trembled in her grip. "Who's there?" she called, her voice barely louder than the rain. No answer, only the sound of water trickling down the alley walls. She tried again, louder this time. Still nothing, but the figure kept moving closer, slowly, steadily, as if time itself had slowed. Her pulse pounded in her ears. She could feel the icy rain soaking through her shoes now. Every drop that hit her skin felt heavier, colder, sharper. The streetlight above her flickered again, dimmed, and went out. Darkness swallowed everything. She gasped, spinning around, searching for light, for safety, for someone. The world had turned into black rain and echoing footsteps. She started to run. Her shoes splashed through puddles, her umbrella wobbling as she moved. Behind her, the footsteps quickened too, closer, faster. She didn't look back. She couldn't. Every instinct screamed for her to keep moving. Her breath came in sharp bursts. The street stretched endlessly ahead, lined with shuttered shops and dark windows. Her reflection appeared and vanished in the puddles, distorted, broken by ripples. A sudden flash of lightning illuminated the street. For 1 second, she saw the figure behind her clearly. Tall, drenched, face hidden beneath a soaked hood. But what made her stumble wasn't the figure, it was what glimmered faintly in its hand. A silver chain. Her silver chain. The one she had lost weeks ago near this very street. She remembered dropping it that night in the rain. And finding the spot empty the next morning. Her chest tightened with fear and disbelief. How could that person have it? Why were they here, now? The thunder cracked like a scream from the sky. She darted into the nearest side street, hoping to lose whoever was following her. But the narrow lane only led deeper into darkness. Water gushed from broken pipes, forming small rivers along the path. Her feet slipped, but she caught herself against a wall slick with moss. She turned around again. No one, only rain, falling endlessly. The sound of footsteps had stopped. Her breathing slowed. She leaned against the wall, trying to calm her racing heart. Maybe it was her imagination. Maybe no one was there. Maybe the shadows were playing tricks on her. But then she heard it again. A faint metallic sound, like a chain swaying in the wind. Her stomach turned cold. The sound grew clearer, closer. She held her breath, eyes darting through the darkness. Something moved behind a stack of old crates. Slowly, almost human, she stepped backward, her umbrella scraping against the brick. And then she saw it. A hand, pale and thin, sliding out from the shadows. The same silver chain looped around its wrist. Her body froze. The hand twitched once, then gripped the side of the crate. Another hand followed, and then, a face appeared. Not young, not old, just, wrong. The eyes were too dark, too deep, as if they were empty holes instead of eyes. The girl stumbled back, nearly slipping in the water. The figure smiled, or at least tried to. It was a strange, crooked stretch of the lips, lifeless and cold. "You drop this," a voice whispered, soft yet echoing strangely, like two voices overlapping. She shook her head, unable to speak. Her mind screamed at her to run, but her body refused. The figure stepped closer. Rain fell harder, washing down its face. But the water did not blur it, it revealed something underneath. Its skin seemed cracked, like old porcelain beneath a mask of flesh. The girl screamed and turned to run again. Her feet pounded the flooded ground. She could hear the voice behind her, calm, steady, following her words like the rain. "You drop this." She didn't look back this time. Her umbrella slipped from her hand and flew into the wind. She ran until her lungs burned and her vision blurred. When she finally reached a main road, the streetlights returned. Bright, warm, alive. Cars passed by. People walked under awnings, talking, laughing, as if the storm had never existed. She stood there, soaked to the bone, gasping for air. Her heart still beating wildly. The silver chain, her silver chain, was now clutched tightly in her own hand. She didn't remember picking it up. She didn't remember how it got there. But she could feel it, cold, heavy, real. The raindrops slowed to a drizzle. The wind softened, and yet, deep inside, she knew something had followed her out of that alley. Something unseen, but close. Watching, she looked into a nearby shop window. Her reflection stared back, pale, shaking. But behind her reflection, for just a moment, she thought she saw a second face. A faint outline, a hollow smile. Her hand trembled as she turned away from the glass. The street was calm again. Only the soft hiss of the rain remained. She began to walk home, clutching the chain tightly. Each step echoed faintly, like a second set of footsteps beside her. Perfectly matching her own. The rain had finally stopped. A gentle mist floated through the empty streets, wrapping the world in a pale silence. The girl walked slowly, her clothes heavy, her shoes squelching with each step. She turned a corner and saw her house ahead, small, warm light glowing from the window. Relief washed through her chest. She hurried forward, reaching for the gate with trembling hands. Inside, everything was quiet. The ticking of the wall clock filled the room. She set the umbrella aside, placed her shoes neatly by the door, and tried to breathe. Her heart was still beating fast, though she did not know why. She touched the silver chain in her hand again. It was cold, colder than before, as if it had never belonged to her at all. She moved to the mirror near the stairs, wanting to see her face, to convince herself she was safe. But when she looked, her reflection seemed delayed. A fraction of a second slower than her movement. She blinked. It blinked after. Her breath caught. She leaned closer. The reflection smiled. She did not. The silver chain slipped from her fingers, hitting the floor with a hollow sound. Her reflection's hand lifted it, from inside the mirror. And then the light in the room flickered. Outside, the wind rose again, pushing raindrops against the window like whispers. The girl stepped back slowly, heart pounding, staring at the glass. Her reflection stared back, no longer matching her. The smile was wider now. Too wide. The light went out, only the soft sound of rain returned. When the morning came, the street was calm again. A blue umbrella lay on the wet ground outside the house, turning gently in the breeze. And through the misted window, two faint faces could be seen in the mirror. One real, one trapped behind the glass.